Okay, so we're going to go over the basics of just good rowing form. One of the first things we want to talk about is the damper. This is how you modulate the resistance on the rower. Typically, most people are rowing at like a 4 to a 5. If you want to start with a 1 to 2 for your warm-up and then give yourself a little more resistance. Now, if you're a taller and maybe larger rower, you can probably go up into the 8s and 9s, or if you're doing some sprints, maybe go up there. But most people are going to be hanging around that 4, 5, 6, somewhere in the middle. To set yourself up, you want to get your feet in the straps here, and you can adjust the tabs here for how big your shoes are. You're going to strap your feet in nice and tight. And then when we're rowing, there's a few kind of checkpoints we want to make sure we're doing. When we're pulling, we want to make sure that we're pushing with our legs first, and then the arms are a bit of an afterthought. And we start the pull from the shoulders rather than the elbows. So I'm pushing with my legs, my shoulders pull back, and then my elbows kind of follow through. I'm hitting myself just about where the sternum is, or like that top abdominal line. So right here, so I'm not pulling up into my throat, pulling right here, and then I'm punching the handle back down towards the rower, kind of compressing back. Another thing we see a lot that folks do is when they do their pull, when they come back in, they let their heels come up really high and they tuck their bottom underneath here. So my seat is almost hitting my heels, and we're gonna lose a lot of power in this position. So what I'd rather have you do is as you come back in, you let your torso come a little bit forward, your heels may come up a little bit, but you can see there's about a foot of distance between my seat and my heels, so I'm not getting into this tucked under position. I'm staying strong and powerful, and then from here I'm pushing my legs back out, coming back out. The last thing to note is when we're going in, our torso comes forward slightly, and then we get a slight lean back on the way out. If you had to imagine a clock, it's going from about that 11 p.m. to that 1 o'clock position. So I'm at 11, and then I'm coming back to about 1 o'clock, maintaining that distance here.